Have a habit. Whenever I eat, watch a movie, or take a cab, I always leave an empty seat next to me. I used to believe that Austin would suddenly show up in my city and give me a surprise. But during our 3 years of long-distance relationship, he never came, not once. So I ended up doing everything alone, trying on wedding dresses, booking the venue, running myself ragged until my body finally broke down. With trembling hands, I sent him a Snapchat message. I have a fever. It's 102 degrees Fahrenheit and I don't have any medicine at home. He didn't reply until half an hour later. And what do you want me to do? Grow wings and fly over to drop off some Tylenol? I'm still reviewing a project proposal. Just order something on Uber Eats. My fever was so high that I couldn't even lift my fingers. I drifted into unconsciousness. When I woke up, my best friend Chloe was sitting by my bed with red eyes, holding a glass of warm water and medicine. He's only taking advantage of how understanding you are, she said softly. If it were me, I would have thrown a tantrum long ago. 2 weeks later, Chloe also came down with a high fever. I wanted to rush over to take care of her, but then she posted a photo on Ins. It was a close-up of a man's hand holding a spoon. Sick during the season change. Thank God my knight in shining armor flew across 3 time zones overnight just to make me dinner. I couldn't have mistaken that hand. On Austin's wrist was the luxury watch I had saved up half a year's salary to buy him. At that moment, it hit me. The empty seat beside me wasn't vacant because he couldn't make it. It was because he simply didn't want to. Since that was the case, keeping that seat open for him would just be foolish. Holding a bag of medicine, I stood outside the door of Chloe's apartment. The door wasn't fully closed. Inside, Chloe's nasal, congested laughter drifted out. You flew back overnight? What about the NYC project? Are you really planning to stay in LA for good? Austin replied without a second of hesitation. I don't care about the project anymore. I couldn't focus knowing you were here having a fever alone. I've already applied for a transfer back to the LA branch. No more long distance for us. Chloe's tone was playful. If Elena finds out, won't she be thrilled to death? I only care about your happiness. My fingernails dug into the plastic handles of the bag, leaving bloodless white marks on my skin. 3 years ago, holding my mother's critical illness notice, I had grabbed his sleeve and begged him to stay. I asked him if we could not do long distance. He had packed his suitcase and walked out without looking back. Elena, you know how crucial this promotion is for my career. I'm doing this for our future. Be mature. The night he chased his bright future, my mother passed away. I shook and cried alone in an empty house. Over the past 3 years, I had suggested ending the long distance countless times. I was even willing to compromise, to give up my career in LA just to move to NYC for him. But he rejected me every single time. The cost of living in New York is too high. If you move here, you'll only drag down my progress. Stop trying to hold back my career with your emotional insecurity. But his precious career and future suddenly became worthless when Chloe got a common cold. I took a deep breath and pushed the door open. Austin was sitting by the bed, holding a bowl of warm soup. The moment he saw me, his brows knitted together. What are you doing here? I placed the bag of medicine on the nightstand. I came to see Chloe, and of course, to see the knight who flew across 3 time zones. Chloe quickly waved her hands in panic. Elena, please don't blame Austin. My fever was just so high last night, and I complained to him on Snapchat. I didn't expect him to leave his work and fly back. If it bothers you, I can tell him to leave right now. Austin's face darkened. You're this sick. Why should I leave? He set the bowl down, his expression completely unapologetic. Elena, stop being so passive-aggressive. Chloe is your best friend. She had a 102-degree fever. Did you expect me to just let her rot in this apartment alone? I looked at the seafood chowder in the bowl. It was a recipe I had spent half a month perfecting, writing down every single step on a sticky note to teach him. He had complained that takeout chowder never tasted right, and now he was using the recipe I taught him to nurture another woman.